Okay. Yo, what is up, guys? So, it's been a while since we've done this right here. So, this is Dark Souls Remastered. Now, I said I was going to play this a long time ago. Never got to it, and the reason, believe it or not, is just because all the bad reviews. Like, literally, it was just garbage. So, for anyone wanting to know before we start this off, I'm going to give about a 3 minute just inspection on everything that I've heard and why this is taking so long. So, first off, uh, not much has been changed about the game. They tried to patch a couple Souls duplication glitches. Uh, from what I know, though, there's still, I think, two or three that still work. The frame perfect roll still works, from what I've heard. Frame perfect swing still works. The problem is they couldn't patch it apparently. So what they decided to do was they lowered the frame count that it works on. Um, Instead of like your menu stopping you from using things, they tried to make that continue. So instead of what happens is you have to do the frame perfect duplication glitch literally within a split second of just motion. You have to hit pause, use your item all at the same time after using your flask. So you've only got maybe like a half second to do it, or second and a half. It's not impossible. It's still doable. Another thing that I've heard from this is the graphics aren't really that amped up. They're amped up considerably, but not that much. Now, the major things, though, that have changed are they tried to make it's mostly just graphical, I guess I should say, and they also tried to bring back the online, although nobody likes the online. It's literally just full of glitches and whatnot, so... Okay. I probably should lower the volume when we're in the main menu, for my sake. Okay. Now, just as a heads up, actually, I am planning on 100%ing this because the first Dark Souls, I did 100% originally, like on my old account. On this account, I played through it, and I think I did most of the weapon reinforcement ones. There's a few things that I didn't do, though. There's a few cleric miracles I did not get that were hidden around the map. I don't remember which ones they were, though. I know there's a few, though. I know I never got Chameleon, so I know that one right off the bat. But, so a few cleric miracles, and also I didn't upgrade every weapon through the reinforcements. I think the one that I skipped over was, it wasn't the secret one. I'm trying to think. I want to say it was fire. Like, it was something really common. That's a big thing. So, yeah. Okay. So, for this run-through, obviously, I want to be cheap, but I don't want to be stupid cheap. So, like, okay, so here's logic from other Dark Souls, by the way. So, Dark Souls 2 logic, a mage is the way to go. Same with Dark Souls 1, if you want to just do an easy playthrough. If you choose Pyromancer, Pyromancer is not in Dark Souls 2, and the reason was because they deemed it too strong, so they had you unlock the Pyromancy Fist later on. It really isn't that much better than sorcery, though. Actually, I think sorcery was more powerful, now that I think about it. Big thing was in, like, Dark Souls 3, Pyromancy was broken on launch, and then they patched it and nerfed everything, so Pyromancy became worthless, and then, sorcery came up. Clerics have always been weak in Dark Souls, and it's mostly been, like, you can play one, and it's good for trolling, and it's okay if you're trying to, like, do a sustain build, like, where you can take hits, and kind of tank and then heal yourself. But if you're playing Dark Souls like that, you're making the game hard on yourself anyway, so I don't know. Kind of like, and sometimes I just pick the Wanderer class because it looks cool. The class is actually AIDS because I hate that Sander sword. What class starts off with the highest strength? The Deprived starts off with the same. I thought it started off at level 1 with all the stats at that. I might be wrong. Could be. Because I remember the whole point of the Deprived was, like, it starts off at a lower level, but it starts off with all of its stats perfect, like, for starting, so you can choose wherever you want to branch out with. But maybe I'm wrong with that. Maybe I had. actually gonna go check that later. So that's gonna bother me. Okay, so 13 strength there. 14 strength on the bandit. I need a lot of strength. Just go ahead and start off as a pyromancer. See, here's the way this works. If I start off as a pyromancer, I'm not really gonna use the magic too much. But it starts off at level 1, and everything's kind of balanced. It's a little iffy. See, the main thing, though, is I need my strength and dexterity up so that I can use this Vi-hander, because that's my main. Normally. In most playthroughs, I should say. It's not always my main. Sometimes I'll do a scythe run, but I hate doing a scythe run, because you have to get at the start of the game. The scythe is not at the start of the game. Is it a place you should get to? Probably. It's more late game. I'd say if it took you 6 hours to beat Dark Souls, on a slow playthrough it takes about 8, which is what I normally do. I think the fastest speedrun I've ever done was 3 or 4 hours, but, well, I shouldn't say that. A no glitch run, 3 or 4 hours. But, no, like, I'd probably say, like, it's iffy. I'm trying to think. So, do I want to be a tank, though, or do I want to just go in? Kind of want to just go in. That's what I normally do. Yeah, just do this. Master key, because I'm not doing that first half. Actually, I will do the first half, but I'm gonna do it later. Wait, no. Hold up, look at the outfits. No, that can't be. If that's a separate outfit. There's no way. I'm pretty sure that's the Firekeeper outfit. Wait, no, this is important. What? Hold up, warrior. Okay, she has the same armor there. Hold up, are any of the... Oh, that's a female thief? Why is she bald? She getting chemotherapy with her thefts? I guess? I don't even, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that looks so sick. Well, I need that now. I want the hood. Okay, go very slim. Okay, and then the... I always forget. Oh, that gets me every time. Okay, so let's just go with Whirling Cleric. The hair. Very short. Let's go ahead and make the hair white. Kind of want to deep customize it, but at the same time I don't. Like, this is going to be a one run through character, so no, I want her young. I do not want to have an old person, because when you play this with an old person, you get really thrown off by how ugly they are. Okay, if I'm going to make some pale, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, the glow. Features are strong with this one. Okay, so this is what we're starting off with. We're gonna just be called Easy. Just like the game. Screw the intro. I've seen enough. In the beginning. This is your fate. Okay. Hold up, also. So, I need to change this, because that is very painfully loud. Okay. I'll keep this at 5. Sounds, I'll keep it 4. Music, I'll keep a little bit lower. Yeah, that seems fair. Okay. Oh god, they updated the Twitch broadcast bar. It is in a very bad... It's in the pause menu spot. Okay, that is AIDS. These just the normal tips? Yeah, they are. Okay. Okay. They still use Dark Souls movements, at least. They didn't change how you jump with the sprint. Because in Dark Souls 1, the way you jump, you sprint, and then you press B again. Sprinting is holding the B button. In the other Dark Souls, it's like you have to sprint, and then you have to click in like the movement analog stick or something stupid. like the one thing I hated when they changed. I got used to it, I hated it when it first got changed. Oh boy, got an achievement in Kindle. Dude, this outfit looks sick though. Like, actually, hold up. What is this called, the Pyromancy? Because I don't feel like it is. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be. I don't know, it looks completely different than what the male Pyromancer has, though. Like, in all seriousness, this looks like the cleric outfit from Dark Souls 3. If we're being honest, because, like, if you just turned up the color pattern on it, made it a little bit white instead of the darkish gray, it would definitely be the cleric's outfit. Well, I don't know why you have to be female to wear it like this. Like, that's honestly a weird choice right there. Because you'd think the guy would wear the hood. Unless it's like trying to hide their face because they're ashamed of what they did. Because, you know, pyromancy is like frowned upon in the world of Dark Souls. Was it frowned upon or was it seen as dangerous? It was one or the other. Probably dangerous, I'd say. Age of Fire and all that. Okay, so there you go there. That breaks. Hi, friend. You're dead. Sweet dreams, beautiful. Oh yeah, so anyway, while we're on the topic though. So earlier I was talking about how there were a few things that weren't patched. So for starters, the glitch where you could use your Dark Sigil, if you never used this bonfire, like down there, and you went through the entire game, you could use your Dark Sigil, and that's the thing that, like, kills you and takes away all your souls and stuff. And you think, well, why would you do that if you haven't been at a bonfire yet? What does that do? Well, if you do it in some places, it does nothing. Like at the start of the game, does nothing. If you do it in other places, it teleports you. And where it teleports you is dependent on where you were when you used it. For example, if I remember correctly, the way you're supposed to do it is using it near where Framped is. Is it Frant or is it the other one? Yeah, I think it's Framped. The good serpent, not the bad one, who technically, if you know the lore, it's the opposite around, but if you're going off of just what you're noticing from the start, that's how it is. Basically, though, the way it works is, so if you use that while near his spawn, it actually takes you to the end of the game. So, yeah, you can do the final fight while as a level 1 from literally the start. Al-Akbar! Ooh. Wonder how good the frames for invincibility are. Like, did they change that at all? That's a good question. Ooh, he got me. Mainly because I wasn't moving, but why did... Okay, so apparently you can be put in the frame where you don't have any items if you were just knocked down and there was only like a second in between when you try to heal. So that's good to know that there's a glitch like that, because that's not supposed to happen. Like, I saw that's actually not normal for Dark Souls 1. So that's a new glitch. That's great. Oh boy, we're fighting things from the start. So I guess it's like, as soon as you're stunned, when you use the healing flask, it puts you in the wrong animation. Kinda makes you wonder what animations it can put you in. Because it might just be that one, but there might be others that it could put you in. That could be helpful, but it could be bad. Okay, that all might have killed me. I'm looking around, because I don't remember where all the starter items are. I know where a few of them are. I know there's that. I know the crow's nest is right there. I don't know if there's an item over there, but I know that's there. Yeah, I'll bother with this place the next time we come back for the secret boss. Hey, giant bird. Teach me how to fly. Allahu Akbar. They...
To leave the undead asylum
Wait.
in pilgrimage
Wait a second. Am I the only one who caught
to
that?
the land of the ancient lords.
They changed what the bird's talons looked like and where they were in that cutscene. So instead the talons were a lot farther than they were supposed to be. Those talons weren't attached to it. They were like little stickers during the cutscene. Hold up. What? Okay, I'm gonna actually, like, after I upload this onto YouTube, I'm gonna look back at that. Because that's... They just shouldn't have edited it if that's what they're doing. What the hell? Okay, but they made the beak super shiny, I guess, so that's something. Okay. Wait, my shield? Wait. Is that how the shield looks? Huh. I always thought it was just the broken shield. I don't remember it having a string or missing half the shield. Okay. Maybe I just never looked at it that closely. Probably. That's probably it. Okay, well, let's get all the items real quick. So, first off, they still don't have this. That's disappointing. That is very disappointing. I was supposed to have stuff in it. Well, it didn't in the base game either, but it... Long story short, in the game's files, that should have stuff in it. There's a reason it doesn't, but it's basically... They had a story plan for, if I remember right, it was Andre the blacksmith or something like that. I'm not even sure if it was him, but they had a storyline for an NPC, and I'm pretty sure it was him. So the storyline involved a lot more NPCs that were like him around the map, and if I remember right, that chest was supposed to be where you get his entire, like, gear set. But... don't remember if that was it or not. I'm pretty... Like, that sounds like it was what it was. I remember I looked it up a long time ago. Okay, so, here's the strat for this, by the way. So, what you can do is fight all of these things. Also, that bell ringing means that another player just actually rang the bell. So, that means that people still play this. That's good. That means we might run into PvP. Actually, that may be terrible. Who knows? Hold up. Fire still works on these guys, right? Like, okay, so your shield doesn't work on them, and the reason why is because their weapons cause bleed, and they go through the shield. Okay, so there's that. That's the explanation for the whole shield not working. The other thing is, though, the reason my attacks don't do damage is they're actually strong to slashing attacks because they're all bones. And yes, the other Dark Souls games were not that realistic. This one is. So it's like specifically, they're made of bones, so obviously blades wouldn't hurt them. You know, it's kind of like very poorly made magic logic. But I mean, it makes sense. When you think about it, it makes sense, at least. Okay, and I think they have like 100 health or something like that, so... Okay. So what we do is... The real strat for this is, if you want to do it fast, just sprint through. I feel like I'm sprinting really slowly. I don't like that. Is my gear over-encumbering? Please tell me starter gear isn't over-encumbering. I haven't started as a pyromancer in a very long time. Also, there's binoculars down there, but I'll worry about those later in the game. Yeah, but, like, please tell me my starter encumberment weight is not just the starter gear. That'd be very disappointing. Okay. I feel like it is. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. So people have died here, and that normally implies that they made the skeletons mad, and then they tried to run, and they didn't run all the way. I may not have ran far enough. Yeah, no, the skeletons can actually follow you all the way to the bonfire if you're too slow. You gotta get out of their aim range. It is a very long range. Okay. So we're gonna talk to this guy and join his covenant because he is cool. No, go ahead. It is for you. Oh.
Very well.
Yes. Teach me. I will join your covenant, sir. Pray to your gods and then kill them.
Now,
Okay. Oh yes. Share your miracles with me, sir. Sir. Okay, learn his gesture real
Come again.
quick. Oh, trust me. I will. Okay, so where do we go? Where do we go? We gotta find out. Whoa, that's not supposed to be that dark. What? I understand why they changed the shadow like physics, but that should not be that dark. Also, you're supposed to survive this fall. Yeah. So what it is you drop down here, and then there's a load of items for you in this little treasure trove. Oh, somebody else rang the bell. Man, people must actually be playing this. Doesn't really surprise me. To be fair, like, if you go on Dark Souls 1 on 360, you can't buy it anymore. And they did that on, what's it called? So, they did that on PC 2, apparently. But the whole thing with it was they wanted people buying the newer version. So, they just decided, oh, well, you just take it off the store. They also made it so that if you go on backwards compatible and try to play the Xbox 360 version on the Xbox One, you'll disconnect a lot. And that's not the normal networking issue. They made that a thing just to get people off of it. Because, fun fact, it was still popular. Every now and then, though, if you can get on it and stay on it, you'll hear the bell ring. It's just not common. I don't know, it's a really old game. The fact that people still play it is a bit surprising, but at the same time, eh. If you've played it, you get why, so that's always fun. Okay. So. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, for the record being, to get every achievement in the game, you have to do roughly 3 playthroughs, or you have to have somebody drop you some boss souls. And, I mean, either way, it's a bit of a hassle. That's doable. What I like to do, actually, is sometimes I'll get a friend. Because I know I did this on Dark Souls 1. They'll just get a friend, get all the boss souls, drop it for them. They'll give it to me on my other account. They'll get the achievement too. So it's like, it's fine. It's just, you don't drop the gear, you drop the weapons. That's what it is. There we go. So what do I need for Zweihander? Isn't it? Okay, so 10 dexterity, 24 strength. 10 dexterity, 24 strength. 10 dexterity. So, Zweihander. Okay, so we got that. Now we just need the 24 strength. Okay, now we should be able to two-hand it. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Somebody told me they tried to make the combat more fluid with the graphics. I don't know if that's true or not. Although, frame-perfect dodges do exist. We did it on that skeleton, for anyone who saw that. Like, its hit actually should have killed us with the second one. But we very much dodged that. Yeet. Okay. Most people who die here normally just run off. Okay. So, here we go. Okay. Oh boy. Like that. Hopefully we won't have to grind at all for this. I don't know. Might grind a little bit once we get up to the parish. Wish I could grind here. Oh yeah, so fun fact about Dark Souls 1. Most people don't know this, but enemies do have a limited number of spawns. Dark Souls 3, they don't. Dark Souls 2, they do, but it's a much smaller limited amount, so it was a lot more noticeable in Dark Souls 2, and a lot of people got really triggered about that. Never understood it, because it is in Dark Souls 1. The only reason I know that's because the Undead Burg, where we're at right now, I actually have farmed it before to the point where things stopped respawning. I wager it's about 50 enemies in. 50 to 100. But there's a point. Okay. Now these two come up. Okay. That stung or rubbish, yeah. If I remember right, that drops off of the ogres in Blighttown. Okay. Oh. Who are you? Why are you alive? Where did you come from? Gonna have to drop down for this. Got him. Had to like drop on his head like Mario. Okay. Yeah, that's the dragon passing by. Wait, do we have swing invincibility frames? Or was it just that staircase he couldn't hit us? Because I think that should have hit us. Oh my god, they have leaps. Okay, so now we're safe here. Now, I normally do a little bit of farming at the start, but the farming I do isn't substantial. It's just so we can get the armor from the shopkeeper before killing him. Just a personal preference. Okay. We'll wait on that. Wait, am I human or am I hollow? I don't remember. I think it starts you off hollowed. Yeah. I know it also gives you humanity though, like I know we've got some in our inventory. You also just farm it if you want to just kill enemies for a few hours. I suggest doing that. Like, I might do that off stream, but I won't do it during the run. Okay, so for this, smash. Okay, so we got all of those. Okay, so this works. Ah, missed. That was the perfect strike, too. Oh, yeah, that's right. Zweihander's so heavy it can do that. Might as well just do that then for a cheap kill. Okay. Smash, smash. Okay. Well, well. What you got, boy? Oh, he sells the dried finger now? That's supposed to be in the painted world. Okay. Well, that's dumb. So, if I remember right, the dried finger makes it so that, you can summon a extra ally, but you can also wind up summoning a extra enemy. But it also makes it so that it's more likely that you'll get enemies in your world. Okay, so first off, we get the chain armor. Okay. So, chain helm, chain armor. The gloves didn't matter so much, but still. Okay. Probably gonna upgrade our endurance late game. Might be one of our bigger farms. Okay. So, got up that. Okay, so if I remember right, there actually is something in that building. I don't remember, though. I kind of want to try it. Go, 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 go. Go, go, gadget! Made it. Okay. So. Yeah, it's on that balcony. It's a crossbow. Or there's a crossbow guy. I don't remember if you actually get his... You probably get his crossbow. Yeah, you do get a crossbow. Okay. And then you can either drop down here, or you can literally just take the steps down. When this guy tries to kill you, misses horribly. Nope. See, okay, so that leap that they were doing when we were at that start, like that isn't new. But the first time I got hit by that when we were up there by the bonfire, that was new. You're not supposed to have them jump that far. So that's a glitch right there that should not happen. Do we have enough for boots? I think we have enough for the boots. Actually, if that guy sells the dried finger, I might just buy that off of him. How much is it? It's 2,000. I don't know. He might just drop it. I don't know if he does, though. Ooh, the boots are a lot better than ours, though. Okay. So now we look like a knight. Except our armor's still worse than the knight's. Pretty sure. Actually, fun fact of the day. So, in Dark Souls 3, out of all the medium-sized armor in the game, the knight's starting armor is better than literally almost every armor in the game. It's actually better than some of the heavy armors, which is kind of funny. Oh, yeah, so apparently once you're in a covenant, you can actually swap covenants now from the menu. I think that's a little bit of a cool change, because I know for a fact I hated having to go back between covenants. Especially, like, if you went through the forest once, and then you have to go through the forest again, but you're not a part of the forest covenant, so all the NPCs are attacking you. Yeah, so you've got one humanity right now, and that's from killing these guys. I might just leave the shopkeeper alive for a bit. Just so I can afford his dried fingers. Because I don't know if we get that from killing him. And I don't want to risk it, because if they took it out of the painted world and gave it to him, then that means there's a chance that he's the only way to get that item. And this actually will be my save. Like, obviously this will be a stream save, but I may just take my time with this. You know, like a little bit of farming, a little bit of killing, a little bit of actually getting items. We might even collectible hunt. Get the little hidden miracles and stuff. Most of the farming will be off stream though, probably. Oof. Got it. Got him. Backstab. Perfect. Okay. So he's all that's left. One swing, two swing. Okay. Also, I know for a fact that his, the smith box, that Uchikatana guy gives you. So that smith box, actually, you can get from, the blacksmith Andre in the Undead Parish. So that I'm not too worried about. I mean, I might get it early just because you can repair your gear, and repairing your gear is very useful. Same with the bottomless box, although it's really unlikely you're going to run out of space this early in the game, unless you just ridiculously farmed at the beginning. Dodged it. What's that? Is that light? It's a weird place for light beam to be, actually. Also, we have a lot of poise. I don't remember having this much poise in Dark Souls 1. Maybe you did this early, I don't know though. I feel like you didn't, because not being knocked down by that many attacks with this armor on, given that this is like one of the weakest sets that's actual armor. Okay, we're almost there to getting the dried finger. It got me. Okay. Okey-dokey.
Oh, still think it never hurts to speak.
Yeah, okay. So the repair box is a major thing. Resin's key he drops if he dies. Bottomless box you can get from the blacksmith. So that one doesn't matter too much. It's cheap though, so I mean you can get it whenever. Could get some weapons off of him. Might be a smart idea. It might be a smart idea to just get a good shield. I kind of wouldn't mind getting one right about now. Stability 55. That one's pretty weighted. Yeah, I guess we could get that one. Okay. So let's get the bottomless box.
Oh.
You know what? Screw it. Let's risk it. If we don't get it, too bad. Smash.
Oh, you lousy
Smash.
rat. Yulia! Yulia! Why me?
Smash. Oh, okay, so we do get it. Good thing we don't waste that. Okay. It's always good. By the way, humanity is actually important in this game because, so Dark Souls 2 and 3, your health is locked by how much, if you're like enkindled or whatever, or if you're human. Dark Souls 1, it's nothing like that. Your health isn't capped. Instead, what happens is, when you die, you just become hollowed. Now, if I remember right, being human doesn't really offer that much except for slightly more defense, and you can play online, which is obviously important. However, the more humanity you actually have on you, you're more resistant to attacks. I don't remember exactly how the scale works, but I know for a fact your physical defense does go up slightly with it. The main thing that goes up with it, though, is poison resistance. The reason I remember that is because if you have, like, 50 humanity, when you go into Blighttown, it makes Blighttown's poison walk really easy. And that is, like, the main thing for it. Just having that and any poison-proof wear. You can't be like 100% poison proof, but you can be pretty darn close. Yeah, okay. That. Want to make the Uchigatana? Yeah, I'll probably make it lightning. It's pretty standard for it. Normally for this Vihander, I just go for raw damage. Yeah, that one's just because, obviously, it's a lot more fun that way. Could do Divine, though. Oh, that one's pretty good for it. Oh my god, that actually almost killed me. That'd have been a really lame way to die. Just walking off the edge while doing my power attack. Okay. Let's see, actually, how long till we can use the Uchigatana? 14 dexterity, oof. Okay. Yeah. And farming this place isn't really good for souls. Even early game, this place is lame. If you could one-shot them with a one-hander, it might be slightly better. But, I mean, hey, even if you could, it wouldn't be all that great. Okay. Yeah, that's about all those guys are. We might just move up, because moving up in this place is always fun. I just want to avoid doing what I did in Dark Souls 2. Actually did a full run through of that. I didn't put the whole thing up though, because we broadcasted most of it. We didn't broadcast 2 areas though, and the first was the flaming area, and the reason was because I accidentally did a glitch for that, and my stream kind of just Twitch shut it down because the glitch, it wasn't within guidelines. Let's just say that. Basically, if you unequip all your armor and then do a couple flips, you can get into a wall. And somebody reported that for nudity, but yeah. So we did not do that. Anyway, though, basically, what we did though during that stream was we killed all the enemies in an area to where they wouldn't respawn. And that's how I would go through, like, I do the stream just running through bonfire to bonfire, and then I'd actually farm all the enemies till they wouldn't respawn. Which I don't suggest doing that. You might get a little bit of a step up in the game with it, but it's not really worth it. This is more of a skill-based game. It's a very buggy skill-based game, but you're just meant to get used to the controls, and then you're meant to be good at it. In all seriousness, if you're playing Dark Souls seriously, go with a one-hander and a shield. That's the way it's meant to be played. Doing what I do with the two-hander is not the way it's meant to be played. You're not meant to just one-shot and pray to God you get the first shot in. 'Cause that's how you die. Kind of want to try the run. I'll do it. Bet. Oh yeah, and I also heard that they actually did scaling, which I'm kind of glad for, but also not. Oh yeah, so here's a fun little glitch. If you close this door, the next time we rested a bonfire, that guy can't open it. It's really dumb. But yeah, though, no, they made it so that, like, HP and stuff scales, because, for anyone who doesn't know, they don't do that. They don't do that at all. Mimic. Okay. I wasn't sure if they mixed up the mimics. Because I know when they remastered the second one, they mixed up some of the mimics. They didn't mix up all of them. Not one. I don't know. I don't know why they mixed up some. I feel like they should have just swapped it out so, like, things that weren't mimics should have been. That would have really thrown people off, like, well, I guess. Because then, you know, people would be like, which ones were mimics? Those are the safe ones. Though, to be fair, I guess everyone just hits them. I guess that's a smart way to do it. Okay, and there is a Black Knight in Undeadburg, which is where we are right now. I don't suggest fighting him this early into the game, and the reason's just because fighting a Black Knight this early into the game is how you die. Is this guy serious? Okay. Okay, that was a strange 1v1. Weird flex, but okay. Okay. We're down. Now, if I remember right, it's like lightning pine resin or something's here. It enchants your weapon temporarily. I don't normally use it for anything. I sometimes just let it sit in my inventory. Every now and then, though, what I'll do is if I want to 1v1 that Black Knight early, I'll use it just because the damage buff is very much needed. You can beat the Black Knight without it, but I can't. I'm really bad at 1v1s with Black Knights until I get really broken stuff set up. And then, like, every now and then I have used it on the Taurus Demon, and the reason isn't for the boss itself. I just like having that initial, like, when you drop off and land on its head, I like that to be lightning enchanted, just for the extra damage. Okay, so he's gonna do that. You're gonna barely dodge it. And then you're gonna hit him. Okay. Now, because we have the Master Key, we can do something you're not meant to do. I don't suggest doing this. So, you can technically bypass the start of the game. You can bypass the bridge, which takes you to Undead Parish, and instead go up the bottom way. However, you have to fight him. I think it's like Havel. I know it's the rock monster. Yeah, Havel the rock monster. Anyway, so that actually is a person, but that armor is really high defense, and the AI with it has a lot of defense, obviously, because of that. But the weapon they have is the Dragon's Tooth, if I remember right, and that thing does ridiculous damage. So I don't support fighting him. At least early game. You can do it pretty easily, honestly. Every now and then I'll summon a phantom just to do it, because it's funny. But he is a very tough AI for somebody who hasn't fought him before. And even if you have, like, you could get one-shotted if your stats aren't spec'd right, or if you're wearing noob armor. Which, I mean, hey, what I'm wearing right now is scrub armor, so, hey. I don't know if he'd one-shot me, though. I think he'd take down at least 3 health bars. I don't know if he takes down 5, though. If he takes down 5, then yeah, he'd one-shot me, no problem. Okay. So, how many do we need to level up? We need 800, so let's say 8, 16, 24. Let's go for 3,000 more souls. If I get 3,000 more souls, get about 4 levels into my strength. 3 or 4. The reason I want that is because I want to be able to one-hand this Vihander so I can equip that blue heater shield. Just get that, and then I can play Dark Souls the way I normally do. Which, you know, I mean, heavy sword, shield. You're meant to play with a light weapon, but hey. Who does that nowadays? Yeah, you did. Oh, Jesus, that body launched. And get wrecked. Okay. Then I'll have to upgrade our dexterity twice to use the Uchikatana. I know. I try to get dexterity and strength to about 30, because that's most weapons, with, you know, the few exceptions. And there are exceptions. There are some weapons that require a lot of strength. I don't know if Dark Souls 1 had any dexterity. Oh, they fixed it! They fixed it! I like that. They fixed it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, the way the glitch worked was, if you closed the door, he couldn't open it. Actually, wait, did we close the door? Or did that just respawn the door? Because if it respawned the door, that's why. Which means they just fixed the respawn of the door. Because originally what it did was the door didn't respawn on its own. Either way, they fixed it, so... Yeah. They fixed it one way or the other. Okay, and dodge. Okay, got that. So I'm probably also gonna kindle the starter bonfire over there, and the reason is because eventually you do actually come back to it as soon as you beat the Taurus demon through a shortcut. And I would like 10 Estus Flasks for that shortcut. Because then, also after that, we'll be here again later, once we meet the Pyromancy guy. Or is the knight still here? Yeah, the knight's there. Okay. Yeah, the knight's down there, and he is not friendly. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Rip. Okay. Did he climb down? What? What? Okay, that's different. He's not supposed to do that, but whatever works. Whatever works. Okay. Get our, was it 2 levels? 1 or 2? Yeah. Okay. Can almost one hand. So that's good. I'll say if we lightning refine this and 2-hand downward slash onto the Taurus demon, pretty sure we could drop him down to maybe half health, maybe a little bit further. I know it is possible to one-shot him. However, to do that, you have to there's roughly 3 ways you can go about one-shotting the Taurus demon, and one of them's funny because you can actually make him kill himself. What you have to do is rush him as soon as the fight starts, run to his right side, and you'll notice there's a hole in the bridge. So, he does this thing where he swings, and then he leaps back. Well, if you're on the right side of him, like, your right, not his, but you just go to the right, and what'll happen is when he does that back jump, he just leaps off the bridge. And I mean, hey, it's a free kill, so might as well take it. Okay, that was all lined up perfect. Yeah, no. Another way you can one-shot him is, so, you could take that one way to go through, Undead Parish. Like, you can get up there by going through the forest. You're not supposed to do that because the forest is a lot harder than the, beginning of Undead Parish. It's doable, though, so you can always do it. The thing is, though, and that's like the whole point of the Master Key, is you can skip a lot of places in the game. Well, the Taurus Demon's one of them. Eventually you'll have to do it. Actually, wait. No, technically you could completely override the Taurus Demon. Because you don't get anything from him, and you can actually walk backwards from Undead Parish's end to its start. So, yeah, no, you could do it. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, though. So basically, what you could do is go up, fully upgrade your items, and then come back to do the Taurus Demon boss fight, coming from the, correct way. Well, if you did that, what would wind up happening is, you have upgraded weapons, your strength's a lot higher now. Taurus Demons actually are a regular enemy later in the game, except those ones are stronger than that one, and I think you can wind up three-shotting those, so... He doesn't have that much health. I'd wager he's got maybe 1,000. Maybe 1,000. I don't even know if he's got that much. Kind of want to check. Like, we'll know when we're fighting him, obviously. And I feel lame on time. We're an hour in and still in Undeadburg. I'm trying to do this, like, perfectly, though, without dying. Because I don't want to die. At least not for the start of the game. If I die, I want it to be to the Taurus Demon, but I want it to be not from him. I want it to be because I accidentally, like, fall off the bridge or something. Or fall to my death. Actually, no. Best death to have from the Taurus Demon is when you do that jump to land on him. If he jumps up to swipe the tower... I don't remember if he jumps up and lands on the tower or if he swipes it from midair. But he does one or the other. And I've had one moment where he did that as I jumped off to leap on top of him, and I just completely went past him. Like, if that happens, that'd be pretty much worth my one death. That'd be pretty funny. Okay. I don't know if I want to get more health for that, too. I might... nah. Actually, you know what? No. Here's what we do. No. There's my death. There's the one death. Oh my god, I just had an idea, and everything went bad. This way you don't think, kids. This way you don't think. I haven't lost any humanity, though, I don't think. What did I have, like 4 or 5? I don't think you lose the humanity as long as it was not used. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, no, because my whole thing was gonna be I could use some humanity. I could, first kindle that bonfire, so I start off with 10 flasks. But, I'm pretty sure when you're human, you have slightly higher defense. And then, then everything went bad as soon as I had that idea. But I'm pretty sure... Yeah, okay, we got 5 now. Because I actually got one when I killed one of those hollows just a second ago. Okay, so first we reverse our hollowing. I forgot, is that an achievement? Is it? Reversing your hollowing for the first time? No, it's not. Okay. I thought it would be, just given the nature of this game. Okay, let's just kindle the flame just because I want it to be bigger. It won't be a lot bigger, but it'll be noticeable. Yeah, see? Flame's brighter. Means we got 10 flasks. Okay. So, I don't know if that upgraded... I don't think it upgraded our health. I think I just used that because I wanted to. Yeah, it's chill. Does nobody have their soapstone in Undeadburg? This used to be like major PvP zone. And also the major co-op zone. It used to be the major zone, basically. If it's not, it's not, but I kind of wish it was. It was a pretty good place to have, like, PvP. And running it with friends was okay, especially if you were, like, just starting off. It's hella helpful to have somebody with you. Ironically, though, for Undeadburg, I can't say I've ever had somebody help me with the boss, but I have helped people get to the boss. Like, something always goes bad. Like, if I get summoned on a regular Dark Souls 1, what normally happened was they were on a much higher playthrough, and we'd get up to the boss, and then they'd decide to go fight Havel or something, and I'd be the sacrifice as the distraction so they could get the final hit. And I mean, hey, if you're on a higher playthrough, like, sacrifice White Phantoms. Let them die for you. They're your pawns. Although in PvP and co-op in Dark Souls, one, you don't heal with flasks when you're helping somebody. You heal with humanity, which is a bit of a stretch, but yeah. It's like in the other games, what it was it like lowered the amount of flash you had or whatever to the host's amount. Well, in this one, it's just flat out you don't have to. What? What? Wait. Wait. Are their servers bad? Oh my god. Their servers are bad. Oh, that's depressing. Hold up. Did their server shut down for a bit? Yeah, it's not me. Oh, okay. 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 Well, that's sad, actually. Hold up, I need to check real quick, see if it's me. Yeah, no, it's not. It's the game. That's depressing. Dude, if their servers shut off that easily... Okay, well... Oh, hey, it restarted where it spawned. Great. And it's at full health. I don't know if it was at full health or not a bit ago. Okay. Here we go. So, should we make the fight? Say we do the fight. I say we fight the Taurus demon to the bitter end. And trust me, it'll be a bitter. I'm gonna be very bitter by the time this fight's over. Like, actually. We're supposed to be an enemy. I think he might be on the floor under us and have already left. Oh, hey, there he is. Yeet. Yeah, so he gives you Twin Titanite. I think there is an enemy. You can farm that from somewhere. Or shopkeeper you can get it from. Don't remember which. Okay. So actually, just because I thought about it earlier, let's go ahead and get the pine res now and the black fire bombs. Because I don't really use those. Pine resin I'll use sometimes, like that one flat out. Okay, by the way, so for the start of this battle, make sure you go up here first, whether you plan on going up here or not. These archers are meant to shoot you. And I honestly never knew that until, I think it was my third or fourth live stream of this game, for the original. And I decided not to go up there because I was like, you know, I won't even bother. I'm just going to do the little, like, strat for running through the side and getting him. And it was so funny because as soon as he dropped down, I got hit in the back. And I was like, oh, shit. This is where it ends. Okay, so yeah, he's going to be right there. He's going to attack. He's going to miss. What happens now is, do that. Yeah, he's now at half health. Oh, hey, maybe he has a little bit more health than I was giving him credit for. Yeah, no, he had a little bit more health than I was giving him credit for. Also, I did that in 3 strikes. I could have done that in 2, I think, if I had 2-handed. That first strike, by the way, was 1-handed, so maybe. I don't know. That's a maybe. It's not a guarantee. That is a maybe. It's a good first strike, though. Like, it's all good timed and everything. Could have done it better, though. Which kind of sucks. Because I hate when I do something once in this game and, like, you know, you look back on what you do and you think, wow, I could have done much better. Could have been a lot faster. Same with, like, just getting to him, I could have been faster. But I wanted to take precautions to make sure I did good.
I am.
Okay, this guy gives you your co-op thing.
Oh, then perhaps you. The way
Yes,
I
I've reconsidered your offer.
Well,
Give me. Oh, god dang it, I hit no again.
then, displeased with the flood that is like to stand up, but it,
Okay, yeah. So is that all of his dialogue? Because I kind of want to do his quest. Okay, yeah. So basically what happens to him is either good or bad. He either loses his sanity and wants to kill you. That. So he either loses his sanity and wants to kill you because he gets possessed by sunlight maggots, or I think he goes somewhere and dies or something like that. One or the other. Those like the two possible endings for his quest line. Okay, so that's locked. Yeah, so the strat for this, by the way, you're meant to tank this. I kid you not. Tanking it is not easy. Like, half the time that dragon fires early if it sees you on the bridge, and it can just kill you. Most of the time what's supposed to happen is you just run through here. Sometimes the dragon gets aggroed, sometimes it doesn't. And if it doesn't, you're safe. If it does, you'll know. You'll hear fire. And sometimes the fire can hit you through the floor, but that's rare. That's something that's not supposed to happen, nor does it normally happen. Also, at a certain point, they updated Dark Souls 1 and made it so you can't slide down ladders. The fact that I know you can, though, the reason's because on my 360, and yes, I do still have one, if I go back and play it, not the backwards compatible edition, but actually on the 360, you could slide down ladders. However, if you play backwards compatible, you cannot. If you play a recently updated version of Dark Souls 1 on PC, you cannot. If you play one updated on 360, you can't. The thing is, mine can't be updated because it's offline. I kind of sold my JTAG, but yeah. It got banned, if you're wondering. But yeah. So all in all, also, so fun fact actually, Dark Souls 1 has a resistance stat, and it's great because it's meant so that you can just tank. It's not even noticeable like early game, but late game you will learn to love it. Because late game, you can make certain enemies not even do damage. Also, if you know any Souls duplication glitches and you do them, by the time you reach the end of Dark Souls 1, when you get to the next playthrough, you run through, and literally most enemies can't even do damage to you on the second playthrough if you're fully upgraded on defense. I think probably one of the few enemies that can is the Four Kings. That boss fight's easy, but you have to kill them before they can multiply. Because if you take too long in that fight, it's much more than Four Kings. It's called that, but it's not. Okay, so then that next room is full of rats, and this is where humanity comes in handy, because if you don't dodge their attacks and get hit, you're now poisoned. Like that. Please don't get me. Okay, I want to wait for it to go down. There is one more rat in there. I'm going to wait for that to go down. Don't want to die just yet. Okay, okay. It's like, yeah, he's right there. Got him. Okay, I think that was the only one. So also, for going across the bridge, there is a way to go that way, and there is a bonfire. To do it, you have to kill the dragon, or run through it. I don't suggest doing that. But you can run through. Also, going up that stairs is a Black Knight. So if you run through the dragon, obviously, you can survive its burns. You just have to have a lot of tankiness. Or flash sweat, which is a pyromancy. However, as far as killing it goes, you need a crossbow or a bow and arrow. My preference in that is get a bow and arrow, but get one that does decent damage, or else you're going to be sitting there for a while. Surprisingly, he doesn't have a lot of health. Also, shooting off or cutting off his tail gives you a cool sword. A lot of people like that weapon. I don't really. And the reason's because if you get Gravelord Nito's sword, it literally just reminds me of a weaker version of Gravelord Nito's sword. And you can get that from the start of the game. Although you'd have to run through the catacombs, and nobody likes doing that. Okay. Also, killing that boar, there's a chance that you'll get its head as a helmet. It's like a 1/3 drop chance. I know that's not the actual percentage, but it's like a 1/3 chance. You can get it, though, and it does have quite a lot of defense. It weighs a ton, though. And I never liked that about it, but, I mean, hey. It's defense. What you gonna do? Oh my god, I'm stupid. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please. Please, boar. Got him. Got him. It's over. It's over. Did you drop it? No, it didn't. Okay. That's fine. Oh yeah, also I think humanity, it raises your item drop chances. Okay, so he's gonna run up there. Somebody's gonna jump me. I don't know if they're doing it or not, though. He's waiting patiently. Oh, that's the one that jumps you. Yeah, so that one that actually leaped, they don't normally leap that far, and that's what that was. I think they increased the length distance of leaps. Like, the length that one just did is normal. The other ones, though, they're not supposed to jump that high. That bothers me. Because, like, literally if you look at it, like, those ones leak much faster. Leap, not leak. I don't know why I said leak. They're not faucets. Maybe they are. Maybe this is all a dream and they're all silly faucets. Okay, so chug that before doing this walk of faith. Do 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 do. Manana. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Manana. Okay, so we're up here. And what now? What now? What now? So, how does this go? How's this go? What's the end of this hallway? Oh yeah, him. Silence. Silence. Allahu Akbar. Is he dead? Yep, he's dead. Okay, and we got a night shield. I can one-hand this now, right? Yeah, I can. Why am I not using a shield? Does the night shield weigh too much? It doesn't weigh down too much. Yeah, it does, but it's fine. Okay. Hi, friend. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Okay. So takes these backsies. He didn't hit me, so I hit him. That's what friendship's all about. Okay, so if I remember what happens here, there's an enemy to my right, it's weak. There's an enemy to my left, it's a Baldur Knight. So the way this works is the enemy to my right is much closer. I can kill him and then turn around to block the Baldur Knight. The problem is the Baldur Knight actually can take you down if you're not prepared for it. So you have to one-shot this thing pretty quick. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Nope. That almost got me. I just decided to do the drop on him. I almost never do the drop attack, and the reason's just because I rarely have to. The drop attack, by the way, is you move forward and do right trigger at the same time, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's what it is. You have to do it at, like, the exact same time. It's a little bit of a faster, strong attack, and it actually does more damage. Thing is I do not normally, like, need to prepare for that. Okay. Now, the way the church works is there's a channeler, there's a, Firekeeper Soul, there's a bunch of minions, Baldur Knights at the bottom floor, 1 or 2 at the top, and also the armor guy guarding the Firekeeper Soul up there, so... basically, that's all that's up there. Oh yeah, and there's the lift that takes you back to Firelink Shrine. And I do plan on using that lift eventually. Maybe soon. So should I talk to Sigurd of Katarina? No. I don't really like him. Like, I understand him for memes. It's funny hearing him go, but like, at the same time, it's not likable. He's likable because it's funny, but it's funny in a really dumb way. This shield is really shiny. I do not remember it being that. Like, okay, I'll give them props for that one. That shield was never that shiny.
Well, I'm not if it requires smithing.
Did they like decide to polish all of his stuff? Is that what I'm seeing here? Is that the graphics update? They just polished all the weapons. It's just like, here, let me make your armor better. Okay, so Spyhander. Yeah, we can jump up the damage. That'd be pretty good. Well, what can we purchase from him? That's another thing. Okay, so yeah, we can infinitely purchase Titanite shards, and that's good. Eventually we're gonna get those boxes, but not for a while. I'd wager that if we're doing anything, we're gonna get this Vihander, we're gonna upgrade it.
Most weapons are not. If you think.
See, what I want to try to do is try to just max out our damage as early as possible, because damage is the first thing that I always find important. A lot of people prefer defense. Prefer to be able to like kill things in one shot, maybe two. You can't do that for most bosses though. I know for the gargoyles actually, I forgot what their weakness is. They do have a weakness though, and if you hit them with it, you can kill them pretty darn quick. It's bladed weapons on their tail, but that has limited health. I don't think you can one-shot them doing that, but you can one-shot them if you get a body shot in a certain way. You have to have really decent stats though, like about 40 strength. I'll say it's... So if you're using a strength-based weapon like the Great Club, and you're going for a full damage build and all that, and it's maxed out, I'd wager 60 strength. At 60 strength, you could probably do... Oh yeah, that's the big... They polished his armor. That's nice. Oh yeah, so fun fact, if you ever played with modders, or had a modder in your, like, mess with your save file or anything like that, so another one of these guys spawns here, except he's red, and he is much harder to kill than that one. They actually have them set up all around the world, and they're meant to, like, really screw with you if you, originally they were meant for people who got the game early illegally, but instead, what wound up happening is they were like a security system in case anyone, you know, messed with the game files too much. If they mess with, I forgot what it is specifically that causes them to spawn, but there's a few game files that you can mess with that'll screw you over, basically. Okay, so yeah, what he does is he buffs them. Oh, Jesus, he hit me directly. Nope. Nope. I just got a triple. Oh, got another triple. And another one. Not another triple, but another kill. Okay. So, how do we want to go about this? I don't remember if this guy teleports or not. I know channelers can teleport, though. I kind of want to test if I can get a one-shot on him. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe I can have a pyromancy fight with him. I can. Oh, that's great. Does he drop his outfit? Yeah. I know they can drop their outfit, I just didn't know if he would. I would have enjoyed getting that. Okay, so also in this place, there's 3 Baldur Knights at the bottom. I think there's 1 or 2 up this way. Don't remember if there's 2, but I know there's 1. Yeah, there's this one. And he's meant to guard, what's his face, the Yellow Knight. Nope. That one almost killed me. That one would have been a very quick death. Okay. Oh, I never used my fire bombs. I meant to use those on the Taurus demon. Oops. Okay. And yeah, I might free this guy, but if I free him, I'll free him later. Not now. I really don't want to free him right now. Because what he does is, he makes us the Firekeeper, and Firekeeper Shrine, that starter place, dies. And you don't get to res her until the very end of, Enerlando. That is a pain that I do not want to go through. Can't tell if those Baldur Knights are moving or what that noise is. It sounds like it's them moving, but they shouldn't be. Like, unless they're targeting me through the ceiling. I guess that could be what's happening. No, that's not what's happening. I don't know what that is then. Because I could hear it, like it was definitely there. Okay. Yeah, I know, my Dark Souls streams normally go on for about 2 hours. They don't last forever, but, I mean, hey, they last for long enough for me to make some progress. Like, at the very least, I normally aim for one, like, definitely one boss, but, like, it's either one main boss, a major road boss, or, 2 or 3 bosses that are just side bosses. And, I mean, technically the gargoyles are the first main boss. Wish we were online so we could have help for that, but Dark Souls Remastered servers aren't better than the regulars. Kinda worse. Thank you, from Swaft. Thank you, FromSoft. Although Dark Souls 3 had pretty decent servers, actually. Like, I had a few times where people would just, like, you know, lag the hell out, but, I mean, every now and then that would happen. But normally, you know, you're playing with friends, it's pretty solid straight through. Solid until, you know, everyone's going through walls. Then it's really bad. It's bad when you're going through walls, but you're playing single player. Hashtag all Dark Souls 2 speedruns. Okay. So how do we want to go about this? See, because we could technically kill the gargoyles now. The gargoyles, though, are a little bit iffy of a fight. They're not hard, but they're not easy. Like that really annoying in between.
Well, you need...
Yeah, I do need something forged. Thank you, Andre, the giant. I mean, the blacksmith, not the giant. Not the giant.
Don't get yourself...
I won't get myself killed, Andre. Thank you for your concern, honey. I mean, sir. Okay. I don't know, I might do off-stream farming, just to get all my gear up to where I want it to be for the gargoyle fight. But I'm pretty sure we could take it if we just upgrade the sword maybe one more time. I want it at least doing like 200 damage a swing when I two-hand. Because 200 damage a swing when you two-hand is surprisingly a lot. It says it does 232. Maybe it's high enough. But you want to be able to kill one gargoyle before the other one drops in. Especially if you're playing on your own. Even if you're playing with multiple people, it's a pain to do it any other way. Oh god. And our armor is AIDS. I feel like we're taking more damage the more we upgrade resistance, and I don't know why. We're like slowly backfiring this on ourselves. Is that what this is? Is that what they've done to me? Okay, so he's gonna come over here because he spotted us. and then we're gonna bomb him because we don't care about what he thinks about our outfit. And then we're gonna aggro the next one, which is that one. And he aggroes from a really huge distance because he actually spots you. Oof. Now we just take out this one silently. Lokba. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Okay. So next off, we grab this halberd, and then I think that's a key. Also, we can open up that gate. The gate's just a shortcut, and it's not a shortcut we'll probably ever use, but, I mean, hey. You might. You might. Okay. So now what I want to do is head down to Firelink Shrine real quick. I'll be honest, their character's face isn't that bad. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's not that bad. They just look kind of like a broken apple. Broken apple bad. They just need some work. Lot of... Hey, y'all wanna see a magic trick? Allahu Akbar! No. Oh my god. Did I jump too weak? There we go. Made it. I hate that step. They really should just not have that there. It's like slightly up. You can sprint up it if you get like a running start, but you have to get that perfect running start. Okay, so is there an item like up here or no? No, I don't think there is. It's lame. Okay, so there are 2 items. So the first is right here, and another one right here at the edge. I'm not positive. No, I guess not. Maybe I'm imagining things. Okay. What the... Wait. What the fuck? That is not how light works. What are you? That's... Upgraded graphics. Upgraded graphics. So upgraded. Matter of fact. Okay. So, fun fact actually, if we want to, we can now go back to the asylum. I don't suggest doing this early game forever. You know what, actually, just do this. Reason why you'd want to go back. I have the... I think I did. Hold on. Yeah, okay, so, back by tutorial. You think, why would I go there? That's the tutorial. And, well, yeah, that summarizes everyone's beliefs. But now then, though, if you go back there, what you can do that's kind of nifty is you can get some hidden goodies, and also there's a doll there that you can find back where you started that, it takes you back. Basically, there's a ring and a doll. So, you get the ring, and if I remember right, it just makes it so you can walk through water quicker, which is good for Blighttown. The other thing, though, is the doll, which lets you go to a secret area in Orlando, which is the Painted World of Arianis. I'm half tempted to kill him. Hold on, have I talked to him yet?
What do we have here? You must be...
Yeah, he already triggered me.
You have some love. Be
Yeah.
I'm not
Maybe grass.
You will soon regret this.
Oh shit. Shit, I forgot. He actually knows how to fight. Okay. Don't fight the crestfallen warrior without cheat. Oh. 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 I win.
Too shabby. Not too shabby. I think you've done me a favor.
Yeah, I did him a favor. Y'all hear that? It's completely fine. He died. Hey, Thorland guy.
I would.
Okay, yeah. So he doesn't die, but this guy does disappear for a time. And I would kind of like to get his miracles
Come again.
early, but at the same time, I'm not gonna use them. Ooh, we could get sorcery. I don't want sorcery. If you want sorcery at the start of the game and you don't pick playing as a sorcerer, you can go to the new Anne Orlando, which is a sunken place. And oh my god, this place is way too dark. If you sure I did upload a Dark Souls or two on YouTube, and legit, if you go back and watch them, it doesn't look like this. They mess with physics way too. I think that's like the one thing they should have made the swords look shiny, but they should have stayed away from shadow physics. Because they messed up the lighting like everywhere. It's so bad now. I don't know what to say to it. Because it's not like bad in the sense that it just looks terrible. It's bad in the sense that it looks like somebody just put random lighting effects in random places. And I understand it's because they didn't mess with the them randomly. What actually happened was they changed the overall quality of shadows, which kind of made it worse for special spots, but it made it better for the spots that they were thinking of when they did it. So there's probably some place that looks really good with shadows. Either that or the abyss is now so dark you can't see the Four Kings. One or the other. Oh god, I actually didn't think about that. Oh no. Go in there, it's so dark, wearer. Oh god, lasers. Oh god, seizure. That'd be pretty funny, actually. I don't know, that'd be a pretty bad time, though, just to walk into that and you're like, well, this should be fine, hunky-dory, and then, you know, just lasers everywhere. Screams of pain. Okay. I kind of would prefer to upgrade my armor, too. I don't know, though, because this armor is kind of trash. Could get better armor if I go down there. But I don't want to go down there. For anyone that wants to know why I don't want to go down there, there's a giant, scary monster. You might be thinking that's a joke. It's not a joke. I wish it were a joke. It'd be funny if it were a joke. Like, I literally just don't want to die to that thing. You can go fight it, though. I might be able to beat it. I could beat it if I was going sorcerer build, because for sorcerer build you can be cheap with everything just tied behind a wall, and your staff can shoot around corners for you. For this thing, though, even if you were doing that with a light armor build, this would still be a little bit tricky, because you have to dodge its shots. Okay, its lightning doesn't follow you, though. Actually, there was an update of the game, and it was one update. The update made it so that lightning bolts followed you. Now, the reason they did that was not because of this monster. The reason was because the lightning bolt PvP move was AIDS, and it still is. It's just really bad overall, and they couldn't figure out how to fix it. So they decided, well, let's just buff the way lightning works. Well, it would home onto you. And, I mean, if that sounds broken, that's because it is. But it was so much worse because he spams it infinitely. And when it homes in on you, like, you literally could roll out of the way. You had to roll last second, and you had to roll towards it, but a little bit to the side to dodge it. It was really bad. Oh my, why did I block? I should have attacked. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Oh, I knew I knew what it was as soon as I realized he wasn't attacking too, and then I was like, ah, it's too late. Ah, I could have rolled back though, I just didn't. It was so dumb. And I was kind of lazy about it, and that's why it happened. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You're alive, aren't you? No, you're not the alive one. There is, like, one bush that's alive, and it plays dead until you get, like, past it. I don't remember if it's on here. It's on the right side if I see it. Oh, what's up, dude? 167. And brush him back. Oh, there he is. Found him. I like that. He like looks around like, oh, you guys finished your fight already? Oh shit. Oh shit, my friend's dead. Okay, that's a ring from one of the knights, if I remember right, like the wolf's ring or something like that. Yeah, it's actually hard to see here, kind of, and this fog effect was not here. Nor was... That used to not glow so bright, and I used to not know that this was a plaque. That's actually nice to know. However, I still know where the secret bonfire is, so... eh. Okay. 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 How to go about this? How to go about this? This is the most painful trap. Yeah, so no matter what, you're probably gonna get hit by one of them. Unless you realized it was a trap first. Okay, so we got that. Now, this isn't a lock-in area. This is just a zone. Which is good, because if that was a lock-in area, it'd be very bad. Because you'd be forced to fight the Moonlight Butterfly. While that's not a hard enemy, it would be if you didn't know it was coming and you got trapped in it. Okay. Now there's an item. That's an enemy. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this. Quick like lightning. Oh god. Okay, so one of them followed us. Oh, we didn't grab the moss. It's fine. I wonder, how fast can we just run through this without falling? Okay. Ooh, item. Okay. These things commonly drop those. Okay. Okie dokie. So now all we have to do is get past him. Okay. So first, equip that, that, and that. Yeah, this outfit's a lot better than what we had. Because it's the elite knight armor. Okay. Okay. Is he gonna leap or shoot? He's gonna shoot. Okay. So we're safe. Yeah, okay. I wanted this armor because we can actually upgrade this and I won't feel bad about wasting Titanite when we get it. So, yeah. Okay. Also, our base defense is technically up with it. Okay. I think this is where I'm going to end the stream. Anyway, hope you all have fun watching. I'm going to farm a little bit, and then we'll resume when I'm either a higher level or when I've fully upgraded this armor to the best we can for right here. Anyway, hope you all have fun watching. See you later, guys.